Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review a very unusual film called Swallow. Now, I found out about Swallow was a Wednesday night. I watch. I'm subscribed to a couple of different film review. I mean, aside from my friends, I always watch who review movies. A couple of the bigger ones. They even have an official Rodrigo where it has Rodrigo doing different reviews of movies. From the up until his passing and stuff. And also, of course, Chris Stuckman and Jeremy Johns, two of the biggest movie reviewers on YouTube. And Chris Stuckman reviewed this, and he said this is like one of the movie that really grossed him out. And it started to interest me, because he's also recommended some other movies I wouldn't have heard about it, or they would have remained unknown if he wouldn't have mentioned it for the most part. Well, The Void, but I think a lot of people have recommended The Void to me well after we saw it. But some of the other ones like Devil's Candy, Brawl in Cell Block 9, and also Drag Across Concrete come to mind. And then this is a new one. And someone put it on YouTube. Wait a second. Maybe I said no. Okay, it was Wednesday. Okay, it was Wednesday. I was looking to see if it was free on YouTube, and then it said for rent. And then there was a channel called Free Movies, and it had the movie on it. I actually played the beginning, and it played on it. It wasn't like one of those ones that said like they had the movie, and it's like a blank screen or some crap like that. And then I said, well, but it's getting late. I want to go step and watch the movie. I have to go to work. I came home from work Thursday, and of course, it got taken down. Oh, crap. But I was very happy I got to see the new Rambo movie instead on Amazon, which I didn't know was free on there, and I watched that and reviewed that for Friday. Anyways, I went on some about 1, 2, 3 movies and watched it. And Swallow was a very unusual movie. I wrote down the girl's name. And it revolves around this girl that is going. I mean, the setup is a little bit like Ready or Not. Like, this girl is set to marry into this wealthy family. But Ready or Not's different though. But I mean, that part's about the same. And they kind of like have her under their thumb, kind of, and they bought like a house for him and her to live in. And it's just him and her and stuff like that. And then like they kind of like don't pay her much mind, or she starts talking and then they kind of interrupt her. And she's pregnant. She becomes pregnant with the guy's kid. And then something happens. This movie revolves something called pica, which is an eating disorder where you eat like things you shouldn't be eating, like dangerous things. And it starts where she swallows a marble. And it just gets worse and worse from there. It grossed out Chris Stuckman. Maybe a little bit. For me, maybe a little bit. It didn't. I want to eat during the movie. I know some people might be off put by the subject matter, but I mean, it's really well done. The guy, it's very well made, and he talks about her addiction and stuff, but it's in like suspenseful thriller type fashion. And it's from IFC, and IFC films always continue to push the envelope in some way or form. They sure did it with the Human Centipede movies. Most movie channels wouldn't even touch that. Something like with subject matter like that. And the movie's very interesting. It had David Roush. I don't know if I pronounced his name right. And I grew up watching. He used to play in that show Sledgehammer as a comedic actor, and he was in Best Defense. I saw him. I think the only movie. Well, don't quote me on this. I think the only movie I saw him in the theater in was Bingo. And that was the very last movie I saw in the military theater before I left. I became a civilian again. And it was one of the Saturday afternoon ones at 2 o'clock. And that was the only one I ever went to on 2 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. And the movie's very well done, very well told. I think and Chris Stuckman said is a very disturbing film. I don't want to give you all my feelings because if I say what I wanted to say, it might be a spoiler and stuff like that. I don't want you to deduce what the movie might be. When I do reviews, I tell you what I think of the movie. I try to tell you enough just to give you a little gist of it, and then you see, and then you discover on your own. 'Cause I know Joe was saying like you don't show clips or anything like that. And, yeah, I don't want to do that and get in trouble. Or you don't tell enough about the movie stuff. I only tell so much about it. He says he's never seen a movie, but he's not a movie guy anyways. Yeah, everyone's really good, but the star of it, I think the star of it, I mean, if anything makes it disturbing, is the star Haley Bennett. I'm not really that familiar with her work. She is really, I mean, everyone's fantastic. She's really good. A great act. I mean, it was really a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I give it a 9 out of 10. I thought it was pretty brilliant, you know. And then it's cool. Chris Stuckman has done it again, like letting you know about these unusual films. Now, might get swept under the carpet, especially Sprawl and Cell Block 9 or Drag Across Concrete. And that's from, those are both from the same people that did Bone Tomahawk. No, but this movie is really cool. I liked it. I mean, it's not for everybody. And Pike is like a real eating disorder and stuff, you know. And I told my sister, I never heard of it before. And she even mentioned the term Pike. And I talked about a little bit about it on Pink's Live. And they were talking about like stuff with pregnancy might cause it and all. So it's really interesting. I thought it was a good movie. I give it a 9 out of 10. I hope you like this review, everybody. Till next time, please. Take care, my legion. So I review Swallow, the movie that grossed out Chris Stuckman. If you check out his review, he admits it too. He says, now he says he saw Raw. I've not seen Raw yet. I want to see that too. Alright, take care, everybody. I think he reviewed something called Nightingale. Was supposed to be messed up too. I gotta watch that too. I mean, there's just so much to watch. It just gets me too much. There's some stuff on Netflix that's supposed to be really good. I want to check out too. Oh, I forgot the main. Oh yeah, I gotta check that out too. So until next, somebody, like I said, take care.